we are continuing our green theme here on It's Your Call, which is part of our parent company NBC Universal's commitment to Green is Universal Week. We're giving you some great advice on how you can start greening your world, and you might be surprised at how much green you save in your pocket as well. Of course, your suggestions or experiences are always welcome, so email me right now at lynn@lynndoyle.net. As always, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. Welcome back, everyone. So we gave you an idea of what you should be doing in terms of auditing your home or your apartment, whether it's your foundation, your windows, your water heaters, whatever. Now we're going to turn to the interior of our homes to see what simple things we can do to green our environment. For that, we're going to turn to Deborah Denier, the president of EcoChi LLC. She's also the author of EcoChi, Designing the Human Experience. Deborah, it's great to have you with us.
Oh, it's very exciting to be here.
So why is it important from your perspective for us to green our world from the inside out?
Because life is lived the way it is designed. That's my perspective, so that when you're in your interior surroundings, it helps you to live the life you want to live. So if you surround yourself with beautiful and very healthy and environmentally friendly things, it's going to make you feel healthier and more optimistic about everything that you do in your life.
So I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Jeff then. That's great for us. Like I'm all about living a fulfilled and happy life, but how does it help the environment? How does it help the overall green effort?
Yes, everything that we use and everything that we eat or drink, everything that we put around our environment affects the environment by carbon footprint, for instance. Where did the item come from? If you now shipped it from a very, very far away distance, then you are using all of those emissions and putting it out into the air.
See, I hadn't thought of that.
Yes, but if you go to a local secondhand shop or you go to an antique shop and you're buying something locally, then you're leaving less of an imprint of your carbon.
See, I love the idea of buying local. I think that's just fantastic, and buying American as often as we can. So if that helps, I'm on board. You've brought some suggestions on simple things that we can do around the house or products that we could use in our home or apartment that will help green our world. I'm surprised at the paints that are here. How does the kind of paint that you use or the colors that you put on the wall have any impact whatsoever on greening our world?
So few people realize that our interiors actually hold about 5 times more toxins and pollution than the outside world. So when you paint in your home, to use a low VOC paint, which is volatile organic compounds. And that means that these paints have very little toxins that actually go into the air.
So we should be looking for VOC paints.
No VOC
No
paints.
VOC paints.
Right.
Okay. And most of the common brands provide that?
Yes, they have just come out with full lines, and this is one of them that I found at a local store that we have all across the country.
I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because I'm just about to have a lot of painting done after the holidays, so I'm going to absolutely make that effort to see no VOC paints.
Right.
Now, you also have brought here a couple of different kinds of flooring that I want you to talk about to tell us how this would impact our environment.
Okay, the carpeting here is a piece of commercial carpeting that is certified as being environmentally friendly. And how it was made was with recycled fibers, so that we did not have to create something new, but we took something that was old. Some of the things that you donate and throw away and recycle now are taken and actually make new products.
And how about the hardwood floor?
Okay, that is bamboo.
It is. See, you fooled me. I think it looks great.
And what most people don't know is that bamboo is not a tree, it's actually a fast-growing grass.
Wow. So I'm not going to have grass growing in my family room if I put this in.
Absolutely not.
But because it's a natural product, then that's why it does so well?
Not only that, but we're not chopping down trees in the forest to make this wood floor. We're actually using something that actually renews itself naturally in nature very, very quickly.
All right. We have an example of how you have taken a space and you show it to us before you've put the green touch to it.
Right.
I'd like you to walk us through it. This is the before. What's
Yes.
wrong with this? This looks like a beautiful, you know, warm, inviting place to live.
It looks lovely, and it is actually a wonderful apartment. It was for sale, and this apartment could not sell. It was on the market for a very, very long time. And when I walked in, I saw quite a few things that I thought, if it was adjusted, would then help the apartment sell, because it would be a more natural and wonderful environment.
Well, before we show the after, what's wrong with this?
Okay, the
Is it
rug.
just too stark?
Let's look at the rug for a second. The rug is actually all made out of synthetic materials, and they are glued together. The glue itself releases toxins in the air. That's called off-gassing. So it makes it very uncomfortable. So when people walked into the space, they really ran out. They couldn't wait to get out.
What else is wrong?
The drapes that were used were also made out of synthetic materials, and they were very dark and drab. There was no plant life, or what I call life force, in the room, and we all feel more comfortable and healthier when that's present.
All right, so let's see what you did, and you can explain to us the transformation and why it's better for greening our environment.
Okay. Now, we did paint the wall. You can see it's a lighter color, but we use now no VOC paints, so that we don't have the off-gassing of these toxic chemicals in the indoor space. We also changed the rug. The rug is all natural and wool and has no type of chemical treatments on it. We changed also, you can't see in this shot, but we did change the curtains, and the curtains were white and a white cotton natural. Now, I mean, the great thing is people walked in and they stayed.
I was going to say, I called the other one, you know, clean and inviting, but boy, when you look at them side by side, obviously a little bit of a different angle there, but spectacular difference.
Yeah, and you can see that the green plant is there, and most people don't know that green plants are natural air filters. Their leaves are actually filtering the air that you're living and breathing in.
I've always tried to have a living plant in my house. Not always really good at keeping them alive. I'm great outside. I have a harder time with the inside. Some things either always dried out or always, you know, too wet or whatever. But it is very important, and it makes a difference.
Yes.
When I have a living plant with me in my home. I always just, you know, I feel like there's something a little bit brighter going on there.
And I think that's what a lot of people forget. It's that it's not just designing, and it's not just greening, but it's also how does it feel. There's a feeling in spaces that people get.
Okay, I have also posted some questions or asking for comments on Facebook for you, and if you're game, I have a couple for you.
Sure.
Oh, here, this is a good one. Are there specific colors that are better when you are trying to green your environment?
I think colors...
She's talking about paint.
Paint, yeah. Colors are really, they really affect people in a very dramatic way. If you have a red wall, it's going to be a room that's very exciting to be in. If you have a pale blue wall, it's going to be a more relaxing room. So it's great to match that up. As far as greening, when you're using a no or low VOC paint, it doesn't matter what color it is.
Okay, and finally, green candles. We have a question about green candles. Are there such a thing?
Okay, yes, we have green candles for sure, and I think there is a shot of green candles that you have here. They happen to be the color green also.
Oh, that's what I was wondering. Are they asking about literally green candles, or are these actually environmentally helpful candles?
I would say, Lynn, just think about a beautiful dinner set up with candles all around. What a wonderful atmosphere. But paraffin candles are actually made from petrofuels.
Really?
And when you light them, there are about 10 different toxins that are emitted in the room. The candles you just saw are handmade. They're made from beeswax and all natural products.
All right, there's a simple thing that you can do, and with the holidays around the corner, that might be a great little gift idea, a hostess gift, something like that. Thank you so much, Deborah. She's going to stick around as well. If you have questions or comments, email us right now at lynn@lynndoyle.net. When we return, some simple lifestyle changes that could really make a difference for the planet and also for your pocketbook. Stay with us.